this time I would like to talk about myself. So, welcome to Riesta Spiritualist. My name is Riesta Rachma and I am a Mirror Touch Spiritualist. So, for those of you who might be wondering why I attribute myself as a Mirror Touch Spiritualist, I will try to explain it in this video. Maybe you are also the same person as me, right? So maybe that's why universe brought you here to my channel, because we are always connection. Maybe this video is something that you really need at this time. But before we talk about what is Mirror Touch Spiritualist, for you who visit my channel for the first time, you may be not subscribed my channel yet, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel. Let's do it now. Mirror Touch is an attribute that I take from my disabilities, to be honest. So I have disabilities, and this is a type of neurological disorder called synesthesia. Maybe you already have heard about what is synesthesia, but here I just want to explain you in a simple way what is synesthesia first, okay? So synesthesia is production of sense impressions related to one sense or one part of the body with stimulation to the senses or other body parts. Simply put, I will explain it like this. Synesthesia is where when we respond to an object aimed at one sense, then our other senses will respond inadvertently to another awareness and projecting another object. So for example like this is a very common example of synesthesia. When people heard something, for example, they heard the words, that word is one, okay, and then when they heard one, they will projecting something in their eye so they can see the colors. For example, the red, that actually the red object is not here. So the object just the sound of one. Do you know what I mean? So awareness of synesthesia perception has many variations from person to person. So there are many types of synesthesia. And that first example is actually a very common example from the first forms of synesthesia. There are two overall forms of synesthesia. The first time is projective synesthesia, which is people who see actual colors, forms, or shapes when stimulated. Okay, like before, the example like before is when you heard something, like you heard one or you heard two, and you can project the actual colors on your eye or actual forms or actual shapes, something like that. And that's the widely understood about synesthesia. But not many people who knows about the second one, which is associative synesthesia. So associative synesthesia is people who feel a very strong and involuntary connection between the stimulus and the sense of it triggers. In my case, I am a mirror touch. So mirror touch is a part of associative synesthesia. So mirror touch synesthesia is a rare condition, very rare condition, that causes individuals to experience similar sensations in the same or opposite body parts that other people feel. For example, if someone with this condition observes someone touching their cheek, so for example it's me and you touch your cheek, they will feel the same sensation on their own cheek. So when you touch your cheek, I will feel the same sensation like I feel my cheek, something like that. Okay, back again to synesthesia. So synesthesia in general is described as a condition in which a stimulus causes a person to experience additional sensation. So this is the additional, because the object it's not there. So you will face one object, but you feel different object on your different senses. Okay, it's kind of complicated. We are complicated people. Okay, and the mirror touch condition is varies from person to person. So we are as a mirror touch, even you are a mirror touch and I am a mirror touch. It's sometimes it's different. The feels is different. Okay, so some people have intense physical synesthetic responses to whatever physical touches they see. So like before, like that example, when I'm with you and you touch your cheek and I saw you touch your cheek, I can feel like my cheek touch it too, something like that. Okay, and others describe their experiences as feeling, like the eco touch, like just feelings, not like the real touching, but just like very big feels, like something touching my cheek. Do you know what I mean? So it's kind of, like I said, it's difficult to describe. Is when you are not that person. If you are not that person with that condition, you maybe not understand what we talk about, because it's kind of like, dude, you just have too many imagination. Okay, but that's happened. That's real. Okay, so the other also the other some mirror touch synesthetes feels the phenomenon that they can only in respond to another human being, but the others also even responds to animals or even inanimate objects, like the chair, or for example, I had experience when it's very sad experience, to be honest. And when I saw the little kitten at the street, and it died because somebody crushed him. It's so very little. It's small cat. It's kitten, and I just feel like my body just feel like crash, and I feel so sad, and it's not nice. It's not nice. Okay. But okay, back again. So the data the so the data in this world says mirror touch synesthesia is found in about 1.6 until 2.5% of the general population. So it's not much. We are not much. It's not a lot of people who being a mirror touch. That's why they said it's very rare condition. Okay, so mirror touch synesthesia have higher levels of affective empathy and pain. Higher levels, I can say this as a mirror touch, you can feel the highest levels of empathy and pain. That's right. So also cognition empathy differs from person to person. Okay, so their emotional experience from the observed touch may be different from the emotional experience of the person touched. For example, it may be a pleasant touch for others, but consider unpleasant to you, or vice versa. So we are kind of difficult person. Okay, I can say we are kind of difficult person. So mirror touch synesthesia can also occur together with autism spectrum disorders. So I can say it is not easy to be a mirror touch, for sure. It is not easy. Sometimes it's so very annoying, when you when at the time I realized that I was part of the mirror touch is where I often felt uh, excessive, like excessive echoes when I was in a crowd with many people. So what I said with echoes is like the feelings, like when you feel like goosebumps, something like that, and then you feel some echoes, like the massive energy from others. So I cannot just you know and it's I can only just feel their feelings, but excessive, I can feel them. Like I can't to be them. Like when you with the very big energy. For example, you are sad because your cat died, or I don't know, it's so sad, right? And you coming to me and you hold your tears because you don't want to look sad in front of me, but I can feel it, and I transport to be you. Like I feel like, oh my god, you know that movie, the X-Men movie, the Mystic, when she can projecting others and she can to be like them. It feels like that, and you just feel like you are different person. This is sometimes fun, to be honest. Sometimes it's fun, very funny, and sometimes it's pleasant, but some more is annoying. It's it's very annoying. So okay, many people also say that this is just the excessive empathy, and they say there is no mirror touch. It just your empathy, it's too excessive, they say. But at the point I begin to realize that whatever happens to me, you can call it disorder, and exist, and this ability, or whatever is it. So whatever you want to call it, I already strengthened myself by believing that whatever I experience is my strength, and I have power inside me, and I hope I can help others with what I have. So therefore, my connection with the spiritual being since I was a child made me brave at the moment to explore the wider spiritual world, and combining my physical disability as a mirror touch with my spiritual abilities. Okay, so from there, I give the attribute for myself that I was a mirror touch spiritualist. So that's the story behind the mirror touch spiritualist. Okay, so for those of you who feel different from other people, you may feel that you don't have the same abilities as people in general, or whatever, like you think that I am different, I'm crazy, or whatever is that. You must be believe that you are special. So because that's what I did. I just put some belief inside me. I believe that I am special. So what's wrong with me? There's nothing wrong with me. Okay, so believe it or not, I have felt that, like, I am damned. I feel like I've been cursed, but because you can't imagine if you can feel something that other people can't feel. Is I thought that maybe I was crazy, because it's kind of nonsense, and for one moment I feel like, oh, it's me, okay, and I meet another people, and then you can just change, and who am I don't understand. It's kind of, I'm crazy. In some moment I can feel like I'm feeling very peace when I wake up, and I meet my mom, and my mom got mad because my brother do the messing in the kitchen, and then I just feel so mad, like, oh my god, what is happening here? And then my brother just coming and then walking, and with his silly things, like, oh my god, I'm still sleepy, and I just feel like, oh my god, I'm still sleepy, and I just sleep at the table in the kitchen. It's kind of annoying, but I try to understand myself, like, so hard. It's very hard. However, the more I travel, the more I meet other people, the more I realize that I'm not alone, and that makes me understand that our natural abilities will help ourselves and develop to help others. So you have to understand first that you are special. I am special, and you have to understand that what you have, it actually can help you to face this world. Okay, and that's what I believe. Everything I have here inside myself, my natural abilities, it can help me to face this world. Okay, and after that I can, after I realize that, now I start to think to help others, and that's what you can do too, you know. So here I want to say, whoever you are, if you need someone to feel what you feel and try to find a solution to whatever problem you have, I am here. I am here and I'm ready to help you. So get in touch with me with subscribing to this channel first, and you can simply send me an email at riesta.rachma@gmail.com, or send me a direct message, that's fine, on my Instagram at rexastrata. And if you still have questions, you can simply comment below, and you can suggest me to another topic for my next video. Okay, so thank you so much for watching my video, and see you next.